We begin with something new. It's a new band called the Brown Soul Project. I like the name already. Robert Payne is a spearhead of all of this. He joins us on Comunidad Valle, also the founder of Tortilla Soup and More Ventures. Also with us is Mercedes Ramos, who is the lead singer for the Brown Soul Project, and Eddie Torres, also with the band, joins us here on the show. Welcome to the show, folks.
Welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Well, we'll start with you, Robert. You're the brain trust here. Tell us about the Brown Soul Project. I like it.
We're very excited to bring out a brand new Tano Band out of San Jose, California. It's been in the works actually for about a year, just thinking about all the Tejano music, Tex-Mex that I grew up on with my parents in the house. And I just felt that it was disappearing a little bit. I did speak to some of the bands around in the Bay Area, and they felt the same way. So I just thought it would be a great thing to bring it back. There's a large community for Tejano music in the Bay Area and beyond, and I'm just very excited to bring this out and make it public here on June 21st. That'll be our first gig appearance for the public to see us.
Yeah, we'll have the flyer. Get ready, because you're going to get the people from Manteca and Modesto and Fresno coming in. They like their Tejano music on that side. So do we here in the South Bay. But Mercedes, tell us about your involvement with the band. I heard that you were kind of like an easy fit, the right person for the job as lead singer.
I think a lot of times that the easy fit just comes because Robert has a lot of faith in me. But no, as he said, it's something that, we grew up with. It's definitely something I'm rooted with. If I can mention, my dad, he just passed away 2 weeks ago. But my dad really rooted me in Tejano music, and he's the one that introduced it to me at a young age. And he's originally from Texas. So it's a beautiful thing. I think it's the music is comfort. I think the music is home. And I think, it's definitely in your soul. And obviously the Brown Soul Project is exactly what it's called because of how it makes us feel when we play it. But yeah, it's definitely something that I was able to grow up with and do in my singing career. I've been, about 8 years ago, I was named the Diva Tejana in Texas when I went and competed in San Antonio, Texas. And I got to record with some of the biggest female Tejano artists in Texas, Shelly Lares and Stephanie Montiel. And it's an amazing experience, and the music is beautiful. It's wonderful. And like I said, the people are great, and they are I'm pretty sure everybody just wants it. They want it here in California.
Yeah, that's awesome. Your involvement, Eddie, give us your involvement in the band.
I play keyboards and vocals, of course. I met Robert through my sister playing with Tortilla Soup and all that kind of stuff. So small world, but same with my sister said. My dad taught me the keyboards and music of the Tejano thing, and it stuck with me at a young age. And so from there on, I just, I've always wanted to go back to it. Me and my sister always try to keep it in there if we could, but this time when coming up, and I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And even my dad was like, yeah, that's awesome. So to see him lit up, it was like we get to go back to where the stuff he taught us and still going forward with it. So it's an awesome experience, and I love it. So I'm very excited for this, for Brown Soul. I love it. So that's, like I said, it's just I'm happy. I'm very happy about it. So
that's awesome. Music is in the blood. Mercedes, is Spanglish a must? Because I know you have to sing it in English and Spanish sometimes and throw it.
Oh gosh, I knew I was going to get asked this question. Spanish isn't necessarily my first language, and people are always really confused because when they hear that I sing it, they actually think I'm fluent in Spanish. But, growing up as a Mexican American, when I was a young person, it was very important to grandparents and my parents that, you learned English primarily in order to succeed. And nowadays, I love that, knowing more than one language is a beautiful thing. So, but at the time, not so necessarily speaking Spanish, but singing Spanish is something that came so naturally to us. And like I said, I might not speak it fluently, but it's definitely something that's in my heart. I love my culture. I love everything about the Tejano music and the Mexican American community. So I think that, whether you sing it or speak it, just keep it alive. That's the best thing that you can possibly do.
Yeah, that is very Selena-ish of you to sing. Muy excited. I think it's
muy excited, yes.
Robert, this is a big deal. Tell us about the Big Bash, because it's not only the Brown Soul Project, but this is the way to introduce him to the Bay Area.
Yeah, absolutely. We got our good friends, Califas. We got Texas Funk, and we got the Nightlighters helping us out. Again, this has been in the works for a very long time, for the past year, and I've been speaking to leaders of other Tejano bands, and they were so gracious to help us, because for a band, a brand new band, to come out and get hundreds of people there, that's pretty hard to do. These other bands that are going to be playing with us, we look up to them. They've been around a very long time, and I specifically chose them for a reason. They're great. They're great at what they do, and they open up their doors for us to come in. And the show we're talking about is going to be at Guglielmo Winery on June 21st from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's 7 hours at Tejano, Tex-Mex Funk, just we're inviting everybody. We have a lot of people that already purchased tickets. It's going to be a party, and it's our very first show. And I keep telling people it's going to be history. This is history. I plan to be around with this for a long time, and this is our very first show, public appearance. So we just hope that everybody could come out and not only support us, but support the other bands as well.
Robert, 7 hours at Tejano, that's not enough, brother. You got to go another 7 hours. We just showed the poster there, and that's very awesome. I'm excited. Tejano music comes and goes here in the South Bay. This is here to stay. Thank you all so much, and we wish you all the luck.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Damian.
All right. Again, the concert is called Tejano, Vino y Tejano. What's it called here? Vino y Tejano is happening in the Guglielmo Winery. There is the date. Several bands hitting the stage here. Up next, our Comunidad.